Well, good evening. Good evening, one and all. I am, of course, William Strife, and welcome to Happy 4th of Beer. I got 4 different drinks lined up for myself tonight, so that's what I'm headed for. Is this a twist off? Yes, I believe this is a twist off. I really, it's annoying as all hell. They've taped this thing on. They've taped it on. I am very annoyed by the fact that the manufacturers of this particular drink, which it's not even that good of a drink, I just kind of bought it on a whim, decided that they need to tape the damn bottle caps on. It's annoying as all get out. That's right. That's what I think of your stupid sticker. I think so poorly of it that I'm willing to leave some giant smudgy sticker streak on it. That's what. How you doing, Sansa 5? Greetings, Tev. So, chat, welcome, one and all to City Builder. We're gonna be playing a little bit of a small, new, in fact, so new that it's not even, it's technically not even in early access yet. But I managed to find this thing, which is a little bit ironic because I did not find it through some sort of algorithmic notification, you know? I didn't find it through any, like, it wasn't a system of like, hey, Google suggested this to me. It was a system of, oh, that's an odd thing for me to see at the same time that I've been watching and thinking about the old, watching videos about and thinking about the old SimCity games. So I found this little thing called Metropolis 1998. It's a modern retro city builder with pixel graphics and everything. So radio announcer voice. Metropolis 1998. Superman has been saving the city and world as long as anybody can remember. God, that's the sad reality of it right there. You can talk about 1998 like it was the 1950s or something when I was a kid. There we go. Catch it. Oh no. Ooh. The blanket I have draped over my chair, I use it to open, to twist off bottle caps. And the sticky stuff on that bottle just stuck to the chair. It's fun to do that type of voice. I mean, isn't that? I think that was. I think that voice, that accent specifically, is it's a fake accent. Like, as in, it was never a real accent that had a home. It was a transatlantic thing that was produced as a type of like radio voice that also carried over into early motion pictures and everything. So, wait, did motion pictures no, motion pictures didn't predate the freaking radio. What the hell am I saying? But yeah, it's a fake accent. It never actually had a real home if you look into the history of, you know, the type that particular type of voice. So, you're right. It is fun, and it's one of the very few voices that you can do on your own. Like, specifically Ivy League people like glommed onto it after it became a thing that you would hear on the radio. It was supposed to make you sound sophisticated or something. All right, chat. So we are gonna play Metropolis 1998. Hang on a minute. I need to resize this window, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun here. There we go. Okay, cool. Or do a 1960s radio announcer voice. The difference between 2020s and the 1990s is the same as the difference between the 90s and the 60s. Man, do not fucking say that. Oh, God. Dem pixels, so sexy. I know, right? Thanks for trying Metropolis 1998. This is a pre-alpha build of the game. For receiving player feedback, there's a Discord link in the game's folder if you want to reach out to me. So this is a single dev game, okay? Press F1 for controls. Click anywhere to hide this message. Cool. So F1 for controls. My God, look at this. My God, look at this, man. How do I how do I? Okay, yeah, F1 for controls. Oh, okay, so this is a WASD game. Oh, look at this. Look at this beautiful movement. I hit escape. Audio. Okay, so there's no music in the game yet. Isn't the transatlantic accent that made the radio announcer voice so popular? Well, that's just it. The transatlantic accent was a product of the radio industry. A lot of people misinterpret the transatlantic accent to be something that was popularized by the radio. No, it was produced. It was an accent that people came up with when doing radio. It was not a real accent. I believe anthropologists. I'm pretty certain I got that right, but like you'd have to. I don't have a source for it, but my understanding is that according to anthropologists, the transatlantic accent was something that was basically developed for radio, and thus it caught on, and people in higher society tried to mimic it. And it was not a situation of like, oh, somebody had this accent and then used it on the radio. So, okay, so since there is no music, you know what we got to do? What we got to do is let me find my history here. Where are you? Where are you? I will find you one way or the other. All right, you know what? I'll have to Google it. Here we go. All right. You guys, let me know if this ever gets to be too loud or anything, okay? So, let us begin our experience. Okay, controls. Debug info, quick save, full screen. Oh, there's a full screen mode. F5 is quick save. Okay, that's good to know. Move and pan, zoom in and out. The game autosaves every 10 minutes. Look at that, we got a road over here already. I guess is that a road or is that a highway? Display detailed demand, not active yet. Okay. Changing the camera window. Oh, you can just switch to straight up overhead view. That's pretty cool. You can rotate the camera around. We'll leave it here. Okay. So these are like all of my visual controls. I can hide the foliage and everything. And I can just view the city itself. Okay. Okay, so open the road menu. Two-way road with grass and inner sidewalk. Two-way road, okay. It looks like I don't even have any money right now. So... let's go ahead and put a two-way road in right there. Design. Oh my god, wait a minute. This isn't just a city builder. Oh my god, this goes way deeper than that. I didn't realize this. Create a building room by room. Place a type of property. Oh, okay, so we'll... okay, we've got... oh my god, I can place grocery? Okay, I can place a clothing store. What the... what? This is insane. And look at this over here. Create building room by room. You can design the interior of the build. I was reading up on what the developer's trying to do with this, and they're like, yeah, every single little sim in this world has their own life, and they will they'll just live. and they will actively, like, the game is keeping track of what each individual is doing in their life. They'll be born, they'll live, they'll die. And if you want, you can select a single sim, and you can actually follow them through their entire life and watch what they're doing. So. Food, fire, police, library, mixed, office, spa, gym, gas, food. Restaurant food, fast food restaurant, cafes, commercial shoe store, a pet store. So wait a minute, how do I get things to place a property, choose a building type below? Place objects. Well, this is wholly unexpected. Okay. Nudge, open, delete. This is... Okay, I guess I have to start by making bathroom, rooftops. So, I didn't know what I was getting into. Place a completed building. Okay, so... Oh my word, this is big. Holy moly, is this ever big? Cannot place blueprint in existing zone. Must be connected to road. Okay, so let's... There's no money, so let's just... start, I guess, placing things? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning as I'm going here. Wow. Well, I mean, it didn't delete the trees. It did not delete the trees. That pauses and that unpauses. This is just basically like an insanely detailed city builder. Like, look at how close I can get in on these little buildings. This is insanity. So wait, what can I just remove these? Yeah, I can just remove these trees out of it. Happy Independence Day to you too, Doomsday. How you doing? Oh. Oh. Oh, he turned around. Ken White. He drives a Stallion pickup. Vehicle ID 27, owner ID 27, current activity, home. Oh my god, we have a first citizen. Look at him. He's going to bed. No? He must be putting his keys away. He's putting his keys into the bedstand. He's getting himself something to eat, maybe? He is passing through the dining room. Yeah, he's making dinner. Look. Look. This is insane. Okay. Let's try. Let's keep going then. Let's build off of the dime, shall we? This is so much more detailed than what I was expecting. I thought for certain that I would be getting something way more basic, like a Sim City type of experience. I think we just got our second resident. Sebastian Hill. Oh, a Mishi sedan. A Mishi. God. This is not what I expected. Okay, let's... Can we try grocery stores? Oh my god, look at this marketplace. Wait a minute, let's zoom out a little bit and let's take a look at what we got here. It's an even bigger marketplace. That's a smaller marketplace. Okay. Let's get rid of all of these stupid little trees. Nature, get out of the way. Urban development has come to town. I don't have time for your nonsense. This is more of a painting program at current. I mean, I'm not terribly surprised about that either. After all, like, what are you gonna get when you have a an early access game? You know, that it's not even early access yet. Again, like, okay, so let's do some more stuff on a dime. How do I rotate? Oop, nope, that wasn't it. There we go. Must connect to a road. Okay, so it's on the same level as those trees there, so. I'm so used to listening to like playing The Sims and whatnot, or City Skyline, that I'm expecting to hear like that construction sound. You know, it's like a jackhammer or something that goes off all of a sudden. Hello, Lying. How are you doing? Okay, so it was this one. Yeah, this was the one that I wanted. Weird how it's not like getting rid of the trees. Yeah, we can leave a couple of these. I don't think that they're gonna want the ones that were like in the middle of their house though. We gotta keep building, man. We gotta keep building. This city won't make itself. Although I don't seem to have any demand. Well, no, of course I don't have any demand. Like the freaking the demand info isn't even implemented yet, so. Oh no, we've got another one. Who's this? Isaac Lewis. Look at that, there's Isaac Lewis in his coveralls. Hanging out in his bachelor pad there. Oh, we got another one. Lexi Garcia. This is... I love this. I love this so much. Okay, so we got a food market. What else can we build here? Oh my god, medium density? I can make apartment buildings. High density. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Clothing stores. Okay, pet stores? A shoe store. Oh, well, I'm deeply disappointed. There are no shoe stores. Cafe? Look. We can put a cafe down. Put a cafe down. I like this prospect. Cafe time, bruh. Okay, so let's get a full intersection right here. Oh, let's do that again. Cafe. Boom. Oh, look at this shit. Oh, this is cool. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect, but I did not expect this. Mixed-use building. What the? Whoa. What is this? Okay, wait a minute. Oh my god, look at the degree to which I can remove the walls on these places. You've got, like, full roof. Remove the roof, and then, like, slowly decrease the walls. That is freaking amazing. And I can switch to this. This is a really cool way to play the game as well. What did you place down? I placed, just some sort of a mixed building, mixed use. 4 floors, population of 4, business is 3. Oh my god, look. Pam Murphy, Matthew Watson, Peter Davis. This is cool. You're building a city from the bricks up. Yeah, and that's the crazy part. I could design the property from freaking scratch. Right? It's like I just zoned a residential here. So, like, I can come in and I can place beds and stuff. Place a sofa. I can place a freaking television. Decorations, appliances, walls and floor. Look at this. I can just... Probably have to start with a wall. No? How do I make a wall? Exterior walls. I don't know how to make a... There's no tutorial. Place a building roof. Indoor floors. It's... I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Can you do round buildings? Oh, hell no. Look at this. It's an isometric game. Maybe one day, but right now, absolutely not. This is a lot more stripped down and bare bones than I was expecting it to be. I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised. Wait, was that a refrigerator? I don't think it was a refrigerator. Appliances? No, these are refrigerators. Look at this. Oh, that's a big chunky refrigerator. This is like this house. Okay, so we can't figure out how to make walls, so obviously the only reasonable alternative is we're going to make the walls out of refrigerators. Because whoever lives here is gonna need a lot of beer to deal with the fact that they don't have walls. Okay? This is the only reasonable answer. So... place a stairwell? Well, I can... Okay, so I can't place that. I am evidently... Like, I don't know that it'll let you... It looks like it's not letting me build a place yet. Design a property from scratch. Housing. Create a building room by room. Kitchen, dining, bathroom, hall. Door for planning. Living, rooftop, kitchen, dining. Man. Whoa, whoa, wait a minute. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. So you do that, and then you do that. Because they... Yes. Okay, I get it. I get it. You have to do it this way. Because otherwise the NPCs won't know what room is what, and they need different rooms in their homes. So, okay. And then I can't draw a zone outside. Like, I can't do this zoning outside here because it's the wrong zone. Okay. This is informative. I've learned something. Okay, so in that case, we'll come over to this spot to basically start over again. And, we'll do a hall. So there's a hall. We'll go ahead and do, like, I don't know, a bedroom right over here. Then we'll do a, oh, no, wait, that's a bathroom. Oh, whoopsie. Okay. Then we'll put a bedroom right back here. Look at me. I know what I'm doing. I swear. I swear it. Okay, so that's the living room. We'll put the kitchen back here. This is the most bastardized house I've ever made in my life. We'll go ahead and put a teeny tiny little dining room right there. Must place roof on top of the room. Oh, okay, so... Oh, there's already a rooftop on that. Okay, cool. That's fine. Place a door. Entrance must connect to a zone tile of the property. Okay, we're gonna have to freaking... There we go. Cool. I don't know what I'm doing. This is more interesting to me than I ever expected it to be. I could see spending hours on this type of stuff. I don't know that that's, like, really my style specifically. Which one of these was the... That's the bathroom. This is the bedroom. Okay, so for the bedroom, we'll go ahead and put that there. We're gonna need a wardrobe. We'll need a dresser. We'll put that there. Oh, I can't even give this... I can't even give my poor little subjugated Sims shelving and whatnot. Oh my god. End tables. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll go ahead and put a nice, you know, like, table next to his bed there. That's looking good. I like that. Okay, let's go for the bathrooms and toilets and whatnot. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, this looks terrible. Let's do it. I like it. Okay. Sinks. No, we don't need sinks. Countertops. Showers. Here we go. Oh my god. Like, his bathroom is our little, like... There we go. Look at the size of this bathroom in relation to, like, the appliances in it. It's gonna be so open and just, like, you're gonna feel like there's a murderer just... Like, anything you do, it's just gonna be like, echo! 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 Okay, so appliances. Do we not have tubs? Bathroom sinks. Showers, dishwashers, oven. Well, we can move to the kitchen now, I believe. This is the kitchen. Okay. So naturally we need a shower in the kitchen. No, I won't go that far. I won't be that person. We're going to put an industrial stove in because, as we all know, bachelors use industrial stoves. They don't ignore the fact that they have a kitchen altogether and just eat out all the time. What is this? Are these countertop? No, this is a dishwasher. Okay, we'll go ahead and put a dishwasher in right there. Woo! Hey, Vash just resubscribed for 49 months. Thank you so much for the subscription. I wish I had a shower in my kitchen. Yeah, I know. It's like, That way you can use the dirty grease water for your for your shower. Oh God. Go ahead and put a big old sink right there. Okay, so we've got the sink, the stove, a dishwasher, and a refrigerator. Furniture. We need tables, don't we? Dining tables. Here we go. Put that down right there. Seating. Got a couple of seats here. Let's rotate the camera. If I could maybe, possibly. Here we go. There we go. Put a couple of chairs around that bad boy. Wait, what was the... Rotate the camera, 3 or 4. Okay, that's helpful. That's helpful. Look at that. We got a nice space here. How exactly do I make it so there's a car to get into this place? Right, so this is the living room. This is the living room. Right, okay. So in that case, appliances. Where are the televisions? Decoration. Furniture? Televisions, here we go. Oh my God, it really is the 90s. This is a big screen television. Look at these tiny little things. Oh my God. All right, so, whoops. Ah. I mean, I don't know how to pick up the television and turn it. I've totally screwed that up, but you know what? No one ever said that the television needed to be facing the correct direction. Tell me if the music is too loud, by the way. Oh my God. I can put a freaking beer sign on his house. Oh my... I just put a beer sign into this guy's house. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Who wouldn't want to live in this house? Yeah, I was suspicious that the music was getting a bit loud. Is that good? It sounds reasonable to me now. If not a little bit on the quiet side. Okay, so like, how do I make this work then? Nobody has gone to visit the food market either. How do I get people to like go into this place? Road options? 2-way, 1-way, 2-way with... Okay, design a property. Driveways, here we go. Driveways and parking spaces. There we go. Okay, so the property is now on the market. Well, wait a minute. Design a property from scratch. How do I make paths? Place property, create a building room by room. Homes? Place a stairwell, place a door. Bedroom, hall, dining, rooftop. Wait a minute, is it possible for me to... floor types or something? Floor types have to be around here somewhere. I'm just not seeing them. Oh my god, there's another type of... I can make a freaking city park. I had no idea. Meanwhile, this down here is just like, oh hey, now that I know how to make a driveway, this property is now on the market. Oh no. What have I done? Oh, jeez. Dining, bathroom, hall, rooftop, bedroom. Where on earth do I go for the... I had access to it. I don't remember where it was. Flooring? Furniture, appliances? Walls. Ah, here we go. Walls. Walls and floors. It's possible for me to, like, find this weird pathing style stuff. Like, once you know what... I can see once you know where everything is in this game. Somebody moved into our place. Thomas Anderson. Thomas Anderson is the lucky one who gets a beer sign in his bedroom. You couldn't ask for more. It couldn't be better. Oh my god, people are actually going to the market now. Okay, so... there we go. Well, the walls were partially visible there. Oh, I like this. I like this, like, 3/4 thing. Lucky? Yes, Lucky. Basilisk, don't tell the... Do not dare to tell me that Maya's... Michael Lewis. Who seems to be a firefighter or something. Michael Lewis appears to be confused by the wondrous interior decoration that I have performed here. Oh, he's staring at the television. Evidently, he's nearsighted. He can't really sit on the couch and look at the television. You know what? We'll do you a solid here. We'll move it over. There we go. Ooh la la. Whoa, it's Momo. Hello, Momo. Thank you so much for that subscription. 25 months. How are you doing? He's checking out every last refrigerator there. Okay, so I can build a city park, evidently. Place a property type. Create a building room by room. Well, it's not a building, is it? Wait a minute. School, hospital, police, fire, gym, spa, office, cafe, gas. You can make gas stations? I didn't know that you can make gas stations. The organization of all of this is a little bit confusing, but okay, so like getting into this like deep minutia here is not really what I'm interested in. So let's go back to like building full complete ones off the dime. So we need more road. I mean, for not even a full alpha release, I'm pretty impressed. An entire like exercise, bikes, bench presses, treadmills, not too much. How you doing there, Michael Lewis? You enjoying this wonderful house that I made for you that's all furnished outside? Daddy, why don't we have a roof? Well, you see, little Jimmy, the player wasn't really interested in actually furnishing anything that day, and... Who are you? Matthew Watson. Who are you? Isaac Lewis. You? Sebastian Hill. I wonder how he'll deal with the lack of bathroom. I mean, if citizen needs had been implemented, he might have some words. Oh, cool. I can have zone borders hidden here. Wouldn't it be landlord, not player? Oh, you're right. Oh, the landlord didn't want to furnish my place. Okay, so, can we, man, there's a lot of fireworks going on outside. Then again, it's the right time for the fireworks to be really going off right now. Well, this is a reasonable spot for a library, I think. Look at that. Oh my word, that is a beautiful little library. Super tiny, mind you, super tiny. There's trees, there's bushes, there's plenty of places for people to relieve themselves. I love it, I love it. Okay, so we can keep going. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a hard limit here. Cannot place road ending to adjacent dead end. Cannot place road ending adjacent to an existing intersection curve. What do you mean? It won't let me make another intersection for some stupid reason. There's no existing game. There is no existing intersection for you to, like... Okay, well, why did you let me do it that time? Oh, for God's sake. All right, game. Finally, jeez. This can be a little bit finicky. Okay, now that that's done, let's do a fancy food restaurant. Oh my god, that just fits. The local tap. Dude, it's a tap house. What couldn't be more perfect. Okay, so we'll come through here. This game is very finicky about how it's going to let you place intersections and whatnot. Okay, so we'll go back to the dime here. We might want to educate some of these yokels out here in the sticks. These are very tiny high schools. Look at this thing. They're educating the kids out of a freaking box. It's got 3 classrooms. Oh, and they actually have a computer lab. Well, it's the 90s. Having a computer lab with a total of 3 computers in the 90s, I suppose, would have been acceptable. But man. There's a lot of booms going on outside. What else can we make on a dime here? A police station? No? Okay, police station placed. Go ahead and put a hospital next to it. There we go. Look at that. A fire department, which fits in perfectly next to it. Oh my god, look at this place. I have always wondered what I sound like to you. Finnish accent, in other words. Alright, listen, Nifty. If we are going to play this type of a game, I'm gonna need another drink because this one's empty. So, it is 4 beers. It is the 4th of beer for me. So that's 1 out of 4. Ooh la la! What do you think you're doing, subscribing tonight, Zouchin? Why are people showing up to subscribe on this stream instead of my regularly scheduled ones? Why? All right, listen, chat. I'll be back, and I'll do your accent after I get a refill on my drink. I will be right back. Tev literally walked into my office and was like, I'm going downstairs for a drink anyway. I'll grab it for you. Don't you dare get up.
I didn't say that.
She would insist that she never said a single thing like that, but she berated me, I tell you.
Say that. What the hell? I'll be right back, you nerd.
Yeah. Yes. Beer enhanced speech. Will clearly knows what to do. I mean, it's not like I could be in a situation where I don't know what I'm up to, okay? Like, there isn't even enough game here to review at current. This is a concept. This is a proof of concept program. That's all that the developer, and it's a one-person development, doing this. I've got a lot of respect for what this guy's up to, but man. We have a Burger Queen, Shoes and Boots, the local tap, Beefy Tomato, Food Market Coffee, Joe's Diner, Wendy's Garments, General Store, Zoot's Clothing, you better be selling suits, Econo Gas, Taka's Asian House. Wow, that's look at that. Just Okay, so, we are going to need a gas station. How big can these gas stations get? It's a small town for the time being. We'll just get a it's a teeny tiny one. Okay, I think I need more road here. Oh boy. They're setting off their noisemakers out there. I was totally setting you up on the spot. God. Nifty. How do I even tackle this accent? Is there not a spa that I can make? Like there's no pre-built spa for me to put down. Oh, this is a hospital right here. I can't help but notice that nobody's staffing it. I also think that we may have more services than we have citizens right now. So, let's do something about that. Okay, so... we're gonna put a mansion in, because why the hell not? Let's do another 3-bedroom. Where does this go? Stops right in front of this tree here. Okay, so that means that we gotta do this. Okay, gotta extend that further. How to do a... God! I am thinking so hard about how on earth to do a Finnish accent, and I am just... my brain is locking up. It's like an engine block that hasn't been oiled in a dozen years. There we go. Got a lot of purple living here now. Much bigger. Much better. More beautiful. More noise pollution. Alright, what do we have for, oh my god. Oh my god, it's a monstrosity. Let's build it. Hells to the yeah, man. Wait a minute. How do I do that again? We're gonna make another block of these. Can I do it now? Ah. Okay, I got it correct. So all I gotta do is stretch the road out here. Wait, did I get it wrong? Oh no, I got it wrong! Oh my god. Oh, just let me place my... Just let me place my freaking road. Just let me place my freaking road. Oh, for God's sake. Just channeled the Finnish rally driver. I don't know if I'm getting it right in any capacity. All I can think of is like what I hear whenever I talk to you, Nibdi, and I don't know. You have no clue how infuriating this is. For me to be sitting here realizing I have plenty of experience witnessing your accent and absolutely zero mental capacity to replicate it. You have stopped me dead in my tracks, and I am uncertain of how I need to react. Like, okay, so clearly this thing is just not gonna work with me. I think I accidentally deleted driver. Okay, did I get the building placement correct there this time? Okay, I think it's roughly correct. There we go, I got it. Figuring out road placement is a freaking bear in this game. There we go. I have so much space to work with as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, chat. There's Tev. All right, this is the twist off, or is this a... I think that this is not a twist off. Okay. Chat. It is the 4th of beer. And we are now on number 2. Cheers. Just the tires were very shit, and I entered hitting the ass of their car. Just channel the Finnish rally driver. Don't sweat it. You can't. If you can't, you just forget it. I think I'm just gonna come out as like really weird, awkward Russian every single time that I do this. And everybody knows everybody loves Russians, right? Geopolitical situations considered. Only on number 2? Those are rookie numbers. Listen. I'm here to enjoy it. I had 2 different types of, like I had a fruity drink, and then I had beer in my little mini fridge, and I was like, you know what? It's the 4th. I'm gonna drink 4 different types of beer in the evening today. That's gonna be my simple way of celebrating the 4th of July this year. So I was like, yeah, that's my plan. So here I am, you know, enjoying my my drinky drink. There we go. Okay. Figuring out how to get these lanes to like connect up is way more difficult than it needs to be. There we go. Hey, can I place 2 more of these apartment buildings? Just gonna make the rich people really freaking upset. It's like, why? Why did you put enormous, like, poor people apartment buildings right next to us? This is unacceptable, you know? I'm just gonna ruin their property value in the process. Yeah, fuck you and your HOA. Who's on first? No. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. Lying, you have a good night's sleep. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride, even for the most briefest of moments. I think a light Eastern European accent with a deep vocal tone. That's as close as I can describe, at least. It's a bit of Swedish, Russian, and Japanese, kinda. Not like the classic Russian-speaking English in the 80s movie accent, but there's definitely DNA of it there. I mean, I can definitely do stereotypical Russian accent. I have heard plenty of it over my many, many years. This actually reminds me. I need to go play Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater for Dev because I have collection of I have HD of collection on PlayStation 3. Is that HOA I hear being formed in neighborhood? In Russia, you do not own HOA. HOA owns you. No, wait, that's America. I'm sorry. Okay, what else do we have that's like pre-constructed here? We can build a pet store? Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the little pet enclosures. Look at that. Like aquariums and like little terrariums. That's freaking cool. Ooh. I sloshed that a bit. It's getting all fizzy in the bottle. So this is essentially turning into our commercial district down here. We need some fast food joints. Let's get some fast food joints up in here, yeah? High, medium, low density fast food restaurant. The Burger Queen. What's this one? Oh, this is a big fast food joint. Look at that. This is a chunk. It's a chunkin' fast food joint. Okay, we're gonna need to extend this road out then. We'll do this one. Look at that, burger and fries. What is this? Fast food. I should have put it closer to the apartment block. I should have put it closer to the. I've made mistakes. Mistakes were made. There we go. Cool. That works. So we'll go ahead and. There we go. I'm learning how this game likes to connect things and lay things out. Okay. Let's put an office building in down here. Yeah. General offices. Can we get a high rise? No. Damn. All right. Okay. I'm not fitting anything extra. Is it possible for me to fit like way more in here? I could put a dinky high school in. Nah. There are no spas. Why is spa an option if I can't put a spa in? Alright, we'll eat it. We'll just put it in a normal freaking office building. Alright. Let's go take a look at like who all is living in our neighborhoods here. Oh, look, he's sleeping. Sebastian is in his bed. There's no, like, laying down animation yet. Who are you? Come here. Who are you? Thomas Richardson. Is he just, like, working on his garden? Nope. Nope. He's not working on that garden. He's peeing in the bushes. He's peeing in the bushes. Yep. Old Thomas Richardson. He's got this whole thing about making certain to piss outside instead of in the toilet. Says something about it being super important for the value of his compost pile. I'll never understand his statements. I just send everything off to the city dump. Then he stands in his front hallway and he contemplates existence for a while. And it is only after that is done that he gets up, hops back outside, and realizes he's had one too many drinks and he has to go piss in his garden once more. He does his best. Little pixel man does his best. See this? You see this? And he still has more to give, so he goes to the other side of his garden. Which unfortunately is closer to a public road. So he has to be careful and point away whenever he does that. Lest he, you know, break some sort of a, you know, decency law. So whatever you do in the middle of the summer when you go see Mr. Richardson, don't ask how and or why his watermelons get so big. Stands by a firework and holds up a placard. This firework has been closed captioned for the hearing impaired. God. And then after a hard day of peeing all over his garden, he goes to bed. No, he doesn't go to bed. Oh no, he was just staring at his lamp. Who are you? Robert Castillo. Current activity, void schedule. Oh, okay, so NPC actions. Oh my god, it's a police officer. William Allen. Huh. Drives a Crown Victor. God. Oh my word. This place is absolute. There's some people here who do terrible. They're parking on top of each other. Do you look... Well, first of all, how the hell did you park like this? Second of all, how did you park two cars inside of one another? Sets off the firework, and as it rises higher and higher, it soundlessly explodes into a riot of colors that spells out the word bang. You guys are like blocking some of your neighbors in with your parking job. I just have to point out that you guys are all assholes for doing this. And somehow they're capable of existing on top of each other. I'm a combination of impressed and very incredulous about the parking capabilities of these residents at this apartment block. I mean, they did do a really good job of proving that apartment living is here. How did you park inside of another car? Very carefully. Hello, Shep! I saw that you were streaming earlier when I was out on errands. I really wanted to check in on you. How you doing? God, this is just so freaking well. Like, this is so charming. It's not even functional yet. I'm good. Just doing a bit of fun comic work between air fights, art fight stuff. Art fight. What is art fight? Or are you talking about like classes or something? Because I know you. There's no way that you're not sitting on your hands. You are the type of person who's like, I have free time. I'd better sign up for another class or something along those lines. Hey, Michael Lewis still seems to be enjoying this like collection of refrigerators I placed in the field. So. Okay, so, what else can we... You know what? We got a 1-bedroom here. We'll slap that down. We got a 2-bedroom here. Slap that down. We got a 3-bedroom here. We'll put it down right there. Then we got another 2-bedroom right here. Frankly, this is making me want to play The Sims. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, I haven't played The Sims in a while. Anybody else feeling like The Sims in here? It's just me. Oh, jeez. It's like I'm a recovering Sims addict. It's just like, jeez, guys, it's been a while since I played The Sims. Art Fight is an annual month-long online art trade thing where you can put up the original characters and attack other artists by drawing their original characters for points. I've never been able to do it before, but it's very fun so far. Really? I actually just graduated with my master's, so for once in 6 years I have a free summer. I remember you saying that you had graduated with your master's. I thought for certain that meant that you were going for your PhD or something. Not that I... Then again, having a doctorate in art is something that I don't recall having ever heard in my lifetime, but I wouldn't... If anybody would teach me that is possible, I would expect it to be you. I'm just saying. Ugh. No, the terminal degree for art is an MFA, unless you're getting a doctorate in art history. Ah, yes, the difference between art and art history. Congrats are in order, Shepscapades. Indeed. Congratulations are in order. It takes a lot to get a degree like that. All right, what was the last thing I put down was a 1-bedroom like this. Okay, so next up is a 2-bedroom. Okay, we'll put you in right there. Two-bedroom, and then another 2-bedroom. Okay, so we need to put in number 10. I'm trying to get like all of the pre-designed houses in. Let's get number 10 in here somewhere. Try to get number 11 in? Somewhere, wherever it'll fit. Driveway cannot connect to an intersection. Oh, yeah, it does connect to an intersection there. Ah, it's a shame. It's been crazy, but I'm very happy with the work. Did your program require a thesis? Yeah, I did a thesis for both my undergrad and my master's. So thesis times 2. Wow. That's a lot. I gotta hand it to you. Like, that's impressive. That's impressive. Like, I don't even know whether or not I would have the capacity to do a master's like that. Because, man, like, okay, you're not gonna let me do that, then I'll have to do it like this. I was in college, and then and then Machinima came up to me and they were like, "Hey, we want you to do a show." So I had to make a decision about whether or not I was going to do. I mean, I've already thrown that down on the world more than once. So and then I had to make a decision. It was like, oh well, this is a once, like, an opportunity like this doesn't come along very often, and I had to make a decision. So I had to drop out of school to do to do that show. So. It was, but I was able to talk about stuff that really inspires me, so it was a really cool opportunity to ramble intellectually about my passions in D&D, Minecraft roleplay. Yeah, like, that I think is one of the most interesting things that I've learned vicariously, as it were, from people who have done master's degrees and whatnot and had to, do a thesis and all of that stuff. A lot of them will just basically do a thesis about whatever nerdy topic that they just love in their spare time. Because it's like, well, no, you've got to talk about the stuff that you're passionate about. And also, there's not enough hours in the day to go out and learn about an entirely different topic that you have no interest in whatsoever and talk about it. You have to talk about stuff that you are passionate about. And for some reason, for a long time in my life, those two dots were never really connected in my mind, you know? It took me a while to, like, realize that, oh yeah, you can totally, like, that's totally a legit way to live, you know? It's honestly very cool to be able to bring the niche things into an intellectual space because they often are very complex and involve things that people do consider intellectual in some way or another, like builds in Minecraft being a form of abstract impressionistic art. All right, now that's really going far in because, like, me, I'm over here and I'm like, but complex impressionistic art, it's pretty block game. I don't understand. It's just pretty block game. I had a choice between trying to find a new and different game to play tonight, or do Minecraft, basically. In all honesty, what I really wanted to do tonight was play 7 Days to Die, but I know that if I, like, stream 7 Days to Die, then it's either, like, there are one of two ways that goes. I do it with a team, and we like basically interact with amongst each other, and we almost completely ignore chat, which I feel bad about that whenever it happens. Or I play on my own, at which point tons of people come in and they're like, why don't you have Twitch integrations turned on? Where are the Twitch integrations? And I hate Twitch integrations in 7 days. Also, there's the fact that, like, I'm trying to keep myself away from that game until they release their 1.0 update and stable. Like, I don't want to do the pre-access for the 1.0 update, so I've got, like, another month to go. So, like, I'm like biting my tongue, being like, nah, just wait on it, man. So I'm playing a mod pack called Create Above and Beyond, and the build style is inspired by Greek architecture. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh jeez. I've seen Bloodborne builds inside of Minecraft mod packs. It's so good. It's so good. I want to redo it so badly, but you can't do it in vanilla. And vanilla is the only version of Minecraft that I ever, like, take the time to play anymore. So excuse me. Have you seen builds by some of the Hermitcraft guys call that art. B00 B00 legit paints with blocks using Studio Ghibli painting as references. It's pretty crazy, very inspiring. I've seen a bunch of this stuff. I think, is it Waddles? He's British. He wears a he wears a gray suit. He's British and he wears a gray suit. Is that his name? I feel like I'm remembering it. He's done so many different like farm builds and whatnot that like I have watched a significant number of his videos just for trying to figure out how to put something together. So I know that he does the Hermitcraft stuff, but like I've never actually legit watched any real Hermitcraft. And while I like what they do, how to put it? There's a certain amount of like they're not really doing like they're building projects to be looked at and not to be functional. It's a weird way that my brain processes like why you're building in Minecraft, you know? And if you're building stuff just for the aesthetics, then that like for some reason my brain says no, you're like that's wrong. That's not the way you're supposed to do it. So like I can't build like that. I can't build for aesthetics alone. I have to build for function and then build aesthetics into it in some capacity, which is terribly limiting, and breaking outside of it is hellishly difficult. But that's the way I'm wired, you know? And I wish I could work around that or like get away from it to some degree, but you know, what can you do sometimes? Let's make this office row. I'm the same, Will. I'm the same way, Will. I'm a very practical person, and my builds reflect that. I mean, it's also reflected in my my hang-up in regards to like the reasons I haven't had merch, and trying to just like break out of that concept of like there's plenty of like clothing and stuff out there already. People don't need anything with my brand on it to be able to clothe themselves. That would just be a waste of resources. It's such a damning practical way to think about things. So I would argue many of them build for practical function, but I get what you mean. Do you mean against using blocks like netherrack as a shadow block for a mangrove wall? Things like that. Yeah. So it's like when one of the core things that you have to do if you do advanced building in Minecraft is you have to come up with a palette. You have to come up with a color palette. And there's no shortage of blocks to do that. But I'm like, great, that's a nice color palette. But wool is not an actual stone block that you would build a structure out of. That's against the rules, you know? And it's not against the rules, but it's definitely against the way that my brain processes shit. So I can't. I just freaking know. It's wrong. It's not structurally sound, I say, in the voxel game where blocks float after you destroy what's underneath them. So look at me. I make all the sense in the world. Is there only one pet store? I'm keenly disappointed. There's only one. There's a shoe option over here, but there's no shoe stores to place. What type of a cafe did I place earlier? The local tap. Okay. This is the same one that I placed earlier. So we want to do this other cafe, and just because we want to make certain that they have plenty of competition, we're gonna put another cafe right across the street from them, so that the two owners can get hopping mad at each other, because there's so much goddamned competition for coffee in this town, but only on this street. Like this is the product of like a long time rivalry that started out in preschool, where the guy who owned this place, he's like, I have the most shiny shoes in the entire preschool, and I am going to rule the classroom, and I am going to have control over that spinny device with the pull string on it, where that's like, oh, the cow says moo, you know, and over here we have a who used to be a young girl who was like, but that's my spinny device. It's just like the one that I had at home, and like she's never gonna let, you know, Flynn, because Flynn runs the coffee shop, and then Alicia is the one that runs like the little dip, because you know it's a tiny coffee cup. So Flynn runs the coffee shop, and then Alicia runs the dip, and she's just never gonna forgive him. And it's always been one thing after another. Every single grade, from middle school all the way up through high school, and straight into college, and straight up, can you believe it, right through the master's program. They were always at each other's throats about this stuff. But consider they're secretly having the spiciest love-hate relationship. I love this. I love this idea. I totally understand. It took me a long time to get over that, but it makes total sense to me. Yeah. It's a beast of a challenge with like how your brain can like process information and whatnot. So it looks like none of these establishments are 24-hour, because they're all shut down. There's a lot of space to work with here. So, what if I was to like zone? How many floors can I make? Let's examine. Let's like try to, because you can look at your city in layers here. Okay. Save space for the large building. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I gotta say this. These are apartment blocks. Okay, so like this is one solid whole entire apartment block. It's got one main hallway, and one apartment on either side, and then it's got a staircase. So like, how do I move up and down? Show hide the big trees. Set the walls to partially visible. Just the height of walls. Oh, here it is. Okay, so, oh my god, look at that. I just skipped up to the next level. Okay, and it just has those same set of stairs at the back. And that's floor 3, 4. Oh my god, this is so tall. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stories, I guess? Hello, Basilius. How you doing? These tiny little verandas. I mean, I gotta hand it to these apartment blocks. They've absolutely freaking filled up. They are freaking enormous, and they've done exactly what they're supposed to do. So I think the game may max out at 10 levels, so doing good. Fireworks kept me up, and now I can sleep, and now I can't sleep. Should take a melatonin and try to pass out. Well, I mean, best of luck to you in that regard, you know. So I have put in a request for a new game key. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it at any given point in time, but it's a game similar to 7 Days to Die. It's called Night of the Dead. I'm very curious to see how it turns out. Okay, so should we go into Like, this is not a build mode, but this is an interesting way to play the game as well. Look at this. It lets you realize how terrible your city planning actually is. Okay, so... Okay, so maybe we just make let's do a big office space, right? We're gonna do like the most mamma jamma of office spaces ever seen in the history of office spaces. Okay, so we're just... Alright, so there's the office space. Office. Right. Build from scratch. Office. Create rooms. Okay, what we will do... We're gonna make a hallway like this. 3 large. Will there be enough people to fill said space? You gotta think big, okay? Mamma jamma. Yeah, you heard me. And I regret nothing. I don't care if this is like super precise. There we go. What the f... What is going on? Can these can this not be the same type of hallway? Okay, well. At least it doesn't cost me any money. So we're just gonna go ahead and make 2 freaking enormous office spaces here. No one will ever take a piss in this office, okay? It's a rule. We're gonna violate so much of the fucking fire code with this place. It's got 1 door in, and each office space only has 1 door. Alright, fine. We'll build 2 doors. And then we're gonna put staircases up to a 2nd floor. There we go, perfect. Got the perfect emote for this. Okay. Let's start furnishing. Desks. We need so many desks. Okay. Before we do desks, let's see if there's like walls that I can make. Walls and wall items. Okay, I can repaint the walls, but I can't make new walls, it would appear. So. In other words, there's no option to make cubicles in this game. Why do I... What happened to my... Why is the roof visible? There we go. Furnishings. You guys have never seen a more hellish hellscape to work in than this one. Strife Solutions knows what it's doing. OSHA violation? Oh my god. Oops. We're just gonna switch to a different type of desk. Okay, wait a minute. Can I get some chairs in here? Seating. Miniature little chairs there. This is a critical part, okay? I swear, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, okay? And look, we're putting the game developers in the same cubicle spaces as the accountants. That's what these desks are for, okay? I don't care what anybody says. Like these desks here, these are the desks for accountants back in the 1990s. So like these like N64 game devs are gonna be like, I'm trying to create a wonderful piece of art, and then like these accountants are gonna be breathing down their neck the whole time. It's like, I don't know that that's going to be such a good idea. That's an expensive use of money, or something along those lines. You get me? You feel me? I know you feel me, Chad. And then of course on the other side of it, we're gonna do hipsters. Hipsters are going to be doing their quote-unquote graphic design on the other side of it, and they work at laptops with beanbags, okay? Because we all know that hipsters are incapable of sitting down at a proper computer or doing something that's not on a laptop. Why are the accountants vampires? I'm just like, listen, I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you the way that it works, okay? But the hipsters are going to be sharing space exactly with the worst people that they could ever share space with, which are going to be the goths, okay? Or depending on your attitude, like maybe emos. Because goths and emos, oh my god, they hate each other. You want to see a really, really good entertaining fight? Put a goth and an emo inside of a tiny escape room and just watch them figure out how to escape walls without actually solving the problem. So. Campires is great. Now we get to move on to the real fun stuff. You see, this is the row of mid-level managers. They figured out that they can have whatever type of desk they want because they're actually like in charge of stuff, you know? Oops, got that wrong. Move it. Oi. So we get an entire row of mid-level managers, and all they do is they sit in their recliners all day, acting smart. But the worst part is that some of the mid-level managers, the ones in the green chairs, or the orange chairs here, they actually act like they're working because they have computers in front of them. The worst part about it all, though, is the fact that like they're not all mid-level managers are the same. And this row of mid-level managers in the gray recliners, they've figured out that nobody's watching, and they flaunt the fact that they do no work, which is why all of their desks are empty. So most of like they actually don't sit at their desks most of the time. They're the ones who have realized, oh hey, nobody knows that like nobody's paying attention. So what's gonna happen is like I'm gonna like as long as I'm not at my desk, people think that I'm working. People think I'm working when I'm not at my desk. So like that's the reason why their desk is always empty, you know? And the worst part is mid-level management, they're freaking terrible about this shit. And as we all know, there are too many mid-level managers. So look at this. Look at this. This is like a fledgling game dev studio, and they're trying so hard to put out their first most impressive game ever back in 1998 to like prove to the world that they're truly artistically capable, and instead they're just burning money constantly with all of these mid-level managers that they've never picked up a mouse or a keyboard. They've never seen pixel art in their life despite working at a game company. And look at this, more than half the company is just mid-level managers sitting in recliners at empty desks. You see this? This is like look at the mid-level manager with the empty desk scenario to the people who actually work back here, to the accountants across from them, to the graphic designers who are all hipsters. My camera sunk. To the mid-level. Look at how many mid-level managers. What the heck is going on? Greetings. Welcome. Yet if those mid-level managers catch anyone not working, they'll fire them on the spot. Exactly, because that's how you run a successful business, goddammit. Everybody knows this. At least if you're a mid-level manager, you know it. Looks like pretty average capitalism to me. Think any of those managers try to undermine other managers? Oh, absolutely. It wouldn't be proper if they didn't. And here's the most important part. You have this enormous, soulless parking lot out front. There you go. They've paved over all of it. And for some bizarre reason, like there's this empty space down at the end. This is like the beginning of Stardew Valley. Oh yeah, that's absolutely what's going on. But guys, that's not all, okay? There is one. There was one standout, one determined developer who decided to set up in no man's land. Look at this. He thought, they'll never see me if I'm sitting amongst them. So there's one standout developer who sits in the middle of middle management working, and amazingly gets the most done for the company because none of middle management actually sits at the desks or does anything. In fact, most people don't know it, but this one guy, this one single developer sitting at this tiny terminal in the middle of no man's land is responsible for 90% of the game development. Now, what I would love to do next is just basically slap in some water coolers, but we don't have that available to us. So we're going to have to make use with, we're going to have to make do with the next best thing, which is just going to be a collection of urinals. just hanging out on the, like, these are understand, I'm making the best of a bad situation, okay? These are supposed to be water coolers. Water coolers aren't in the game yet, so this is the best thing you got. Just a bunch of urinals sitting out on the far end. Yeah, they're hovering urinals too, because these are the type that are supposed to be attached to a wall, so they're just floating. Nobody has stopped to, like, the only people who come down here are the middle managers, which begins to beg the question, where are the upper and the under managers? But, like, they're the only ones who are allowed to come down here. Any of the game devs or the accountants and stuff, if they're caught down here, they're immediately fired. So, like, all of the sensible people working on this end of the office, they're curious, but they don't spend enough time down here to really ask any questions of why hovering urinals are at one end of the office. But they're not really gonna ask anything because it's not, like, next to their desk. You know, except for this one guy who was forced to set up operations in Piss Town for no apparent reason, but he's down here with all of this. Holding meaning to the phrase "taking a piss." New Fallout 3 New Vegas water fountains. I can't help but notice that nobody's coming to work at this company. And I don't really understand why. People are coming in to work in the other offices. Why is nobody coming to work in this office? Do I need to expand this further? Let's put some more apartment blocks in. Just like some like on the dime apartment blocks. Oh, this red one is really nice. Put in a couple of these right here. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful stuff. How much space do we have? Almost to the other end of the map. Can I still place... Like, it will fit, but it won't let me place a freaking road along the edge of the map. So I'm just out of luck there. They need a lunchroom. Do you think the urinals are dissuading them? I don't think that the urinals would dissuade anybody. Why would the urinals dissuade anybody from working? Okay, so we've got two ginormous office spaces that nobody seems to want to work in. And I'm really discouraged by this fact. Do I need to, like, add some of the stuff in here? Like, we got file cabinets and lamps and stuff. Alright, I see file cabinets and lamps. Let's come back here and let's do this again, shall we? File cabinets and lamps. Furnishings. Appliances? No, that wouldn't be good. Decoration. Okay, so evidently some of these people are, like, really, really picky and they want... Oh my god, the spaces in this game can actually be lit. I'm surprised. Huzzah, look at that. We figured out how to place some plants. And some floor lamps. Floor lamps are good too. Occasionally. Snack machines between the urinals. Well, I mean, if like here's the thing. Like if we're gonna do that, we need to come back in here. We need to go to wait, was it? Where was it? It's office. Here we go. office. We got to create rooms in the office. We got the bathrooms and halls and rooftops. See, we got a hall down here. This is an office. I guess we could come in here and we could just like make... This will be our kitchen. And the executive bathroom. There we go. Hi, Strife. The sky is exploding. Really wish it would stop. Well, I'm here for you to fill your time while you try to ignore the noises outside, you know? It needs only one single toilet in that bathroom. Yes, and specifically what we want to do, specifically is we want to come in here to appliances and toilets, and we want to just take the most basic toilet and place it on the other side of the structure. With 2 lamps on either side of it. So you have to make this long, awkward walk through the dark space to the one single toilet. Like this is what we call avant-garde horror style design for your bathroom, okay? Like this is Silent Hill levels of horrifying, okay? Isn't that the kitchen area? Oh. Oh, you're right. Didn't think that through. Need a mannequin right in front of the door. Leave it anyways. That's my plan. That's my plan. Look at all of the stuff that's like that's already been made by the developer. It's like all sophisticated and small and fancy. And you come over here and look at the stuff that I make. Urinals. Urinals in the common area. Toilets in the kitchen. I think it's working. All right. Chat, listen. Listen. It is the 4th of beer, okay? It is the 4th of beer, and my second one is out. So you know what that means? Time for me to take a quick break, and I will be right back. Uno momento. All right. I've returned. Oops. All right. Like I said, it is the 4th of beer. This is definitely a twist top. Number 3. Ooh. Ooh, that's sprightly. A little bit of citrus in it. Extremely Strife style management. He's on the redstone again, clearly. All we need now is a ping pong table in the bathroom area, along with a stove and a few beds. July is truly the month of ups and downs, like, yay, art fight. Oh god, fireworks. Yay, birthday. Too fucking hot. Yes. Ah, yes, the bachelor dorm room style bathroom. I mean, you know, some of the dumbest ideas seem just revolutionary whenever you first get out and you're able to do them, you know? On-screen celebration. What the heck? On-screen celebration is like... Am I misunderstanding this? Am I supposed to have a plugin for this? Or... It's built into Twitch. Oh. I'm not certain. I'm confused. Can I build this in? Okay, I can. But this is too big? Okay, I can build it in this way. It'll do. Why not? It sends an emote up across the screen while you play. Oh, and it's embedded into Twitch. It doesn't have to go through my software. Okay. I get it. I get it now. Look, more cars. I bet you dollars to donuts they're coming to live here now because I set up new living space. No, where are you going? You can't leave me. Isaac. Owen! Isaac and Owen. No, they're leaving my beautiful town. How could you just pass me up? There's space to rent. You can live in a cramped apartment like so many others in Strifesville. Please, don't leave. There's so many roaches that you haven't met yet in the apartment complex that I just built. I'm not overcharging. I just want $3,000 a month. No, don't. Oh, they're gone. Picky ass tenants. Wait, when was there a bread emote? For a couple of weeks now at least. There's a whole empty kitchen with a single toilet for you to live in. I didn't know that anybody was going to live in the toilet, but no. I do need to fix the bathroom situation. So we'll put it right there. And you know what? It's just going to, it's like, that's good. That's good. No lighting necessary for this toilet, okay? Bathroom is sorted. The next fire festival. Oh, look at you using the panty emote. Nobody ever uses that thing. I think that's the first time I've seen it in like over a year. Furnishings for the kitchen. We'll actually make it a sensible kitchen. We will actually make it a sensible kitchen, okay? Put a couple of refrigerators in here. A few sinks. We'll put them to the left of the refrigerators. Actually, get rid of those. We'll make it all match. It'll be a red sink. Or a red counter at least. Appliances, ovens, dishwashers. There's no coffee machines. Because of the job, I've missed quite a few strems and apparently the new emote. It is indeed here. Is it worth the bits? Is what worth the bits? My underpants? I mean, I'm not gonna advertise anything too much, but you know, like always, on screen celebration. Like you guys know what happens if a hundo's dropped. I'm not gonna push that hard because it's not the purpose of it. Look at this checker pattern. Oh yeah, there we go. It's totally worth it. Okay, this is some weird 1970s wallpapering for the bathroom. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more appropriate. No. It's not letting me paint it. Oh, that's exterior walls. No wonder. There we go. That's sterile. What else do we need in a kitchen? Yeah. Didn't mean to do that. Let's furnish this a little bit more. Appliances. Furniture. Where are the countertops? Commercial. Service. Cafe, gym, nail salon. Government. Doctor's office. I'm utterly baffled by this. Where are the countertops? Dishwashers, ovens. Trash cans? Ugh. We live in a trashless society, all right. That's why we don't have any trash cans. And if you have trash to throw away, well, then why don't you just take yourself down to the freaking dump? Because if you have trash, clearly you're made out of it. I know that there are countertops. I saw them whenever I was trying to design stuff. I don't know where on earth I'll find them. Well, all right then. I'll see myself. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. Don't take it seriously. I assume you're not, but still. How dare you take my jokes too close to heart? Okay. So this lower row is a secondary selection. Storage and shelves. Okay, but I'm not seeing end tables, desks, sofas, televisions. And this is dining table. I know the counters are somewhere here. Chat, tell me that I am losing my mind, that I am just not seeing something that is blatantly obvious. Okay, wait a minute. If counters are in the game, I'll see them in these other structures that are available. Oh, there are no countertops in any of these buildings. I made a mistake. There's no counter space in this game. This is an entire freaking city with no counter space. Hey, he's washing his hands after taking a shower. I never heard of this game before today. Totally sensible. I had to really, it was a freak accident that I found it. This isn't even a game as it stands right now. This is a proof of concept program. So... losing your sight, losing your mind. Wish somebody would tell you you're fine. God. No countertops, only urinals. Yes, exactly. Forget your countertop nonsense. For that matter, how do I get this parking space to work? I'm uncertain of how to get people to like park here. Because it's like if you go over to the where is it? Here we go. If you go over to the apartment blocks, it has all of the white lines so that cars will park frequently in such a capacity where they're inside of each other. I think it has a Steam page. Yes, it does have a Steam page. If you want to give a shot to this game, you'll have to go over to itch.io to get your hands on the pre-alpha version of the game, which is what I'm playing right now. Does it actually have a way onto the road? Well, that's just it. This is parking lot. This is road. They should automatically connect because that's how, like, this car is on like this little space right here. This right here. It's the same thing. It's also a parking space. So I don't understand why people don't want to work here. Look at it. It's beautiful. Tables. We'll put a couple of tables in here. But there are no lines? Well, if I could figure out how to put lines in, I would. In fact, let's give that a look right now. Place a single... Oh my god! I figured out how to place parking spaces, and nobody in chat at any point in time had to tell me how. And that's what I'm going with. Whoops. Whoops. So proud of you, Strife. Oh, look at you. You're gonna make me blush for being for being proud. Proud with my pride. Which, like, I wanted to do something for Pride this month, last month, but man, nothing came to me, and I was so pressed for time on everything last month. I wanted to at least get like my hands on a special T-shirt or something to wear, but man, that didn't work out. I was going to suggest that you get a brush, that you get a bucket of white and yellow paint, but is it me, or does it look like that flower bush is blocking the door in? Oh my god. You're fucking right. Jeez. Well, wouldn't that just be the darndest thing if it turns out that that's what was going on the whole time? Completely freaking defeated by, defeated by a single flower bush. That's why nobody decided to work there. Well, why don't you go work at the big old office downtown there, Jack? Oh, you see, there's a flower bush in the way, John. I can't very well get in whenever there's a flower bush down there in front of the door. Think I'm gonna walk through a thorny rose bush just to earn a day's living? Well, you've just lost it. Man, I wish I could drag this out, but I can't. I have to individually click these damn things. Oh my god, I forgot that a rotate button exists. Oh god. Whatever, it doesn't freaking matter. I've dedicated to my mistake. We're just gonna stick to it. I keep screwing this up, god. Also, the music stopped. Like I've been playing long enough that all of the music is done. It is gone. It is over with. We have our first worker. Look at it. We have our first worker. He is very slowly crawling across the parking lot trying to find his right spot. It is, Mike Cook. Oh, look. Oh, they're filing in. I like how they're going to, like, the farthest away locations possible. Oh my god. My cook? Is he wearing it in the kitchen then? God. You're right, that is a terrible dad joke, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it this once. Look! We've even got police officers working in the game dev studio. It appears that nothing but middle management has figured out how to work here, because most of them are just standing in the hallway. Not gonna lie, like, after thinking about City Sims and whatnot, I was like this close to buying SimCity 3000 on Steam and just playing that instead. There's at least one worker. Really? Where? Oh, hey, he's right there. Maybe? I don't know. He's taking He's taking in the grandeur of the bathroom over here. Several people are taking in the grandeur of the bathroom. Look at its majesty. So, chat, I have a question for you. And I say this with just a little bit of levity, you know? Because I don't expect anyone to be, because it involves my Patreon. I really should ask people who are actually subscribed to my Patreon, but, how many of you... Penis. Why on earth did you say Why did you say penis? God. That was loud. Oh, no wonder. You're like way turned up. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. So the question? Right. So the question here is, for weeks now, I've been working on a new video guide for a video game. I'm not going to say what it is. But basically, any of you who have ever seen any of the video guides that I make, you know that there's a significant amount of graphic design and motion graphics that goes into everything. I guess the main question I have is whether or not you think that seeing the way that sophisticated motion graphics are composed, like built from start to finish inside of the program, After Effects in this case, is that a worthwhile thing to subscribe to a Patreon for? Because it's like, I'm thinking that that's something that I'm going to do. I've been terrible about, like, keeping up on Patreon, like, making certain that there are videos and stuff for people to watch, like, updating people what I'm doing with, quote-unquote, their money that they're giving me. I'm bad at it, okay? So, like, what... Do you think that that would be a good thing? It's like, it's a behind the scenes, oh, hey, this is what I'm putting together. Or is something that you get from Patreon, like video content, something that should be more along the lines of, oh, hey, this is other purely entertainment-driven content that that you're getting as an extra access? Because this is a big challenge that I have for myself. And I know, like, posing this question in this type of scenario here on stream, etc., it's not necessarily the environment where I'm going to get the best answer. You might not be the right person for me to ask, anyone who's watching right now, but I'm curious to know what your personal opinion on the matter is. What is it that you would need to justify, like, supporting someone on Patreon? What would you expect to get back out of that? Because I've never understood it. I hope that covered everything. I hope that made sense. I would be more inclined / interested in entertainment based content rather than graphics and things. Okay. Okay. This is informative. And understand, like, I'm not asking this question in a sense of, like, what would it take for anybody in chat to come support me on Patreon? That's not the question. The question is, what would constitute, like, that bar that you have to clear, you know? It's mostly a theoretical, because, like, just asking any random person, it's like, oh, what would it take for you to do that type of thing? So, one thing that patrons I've heard of frequently do is release videos to patrons a day / week early. Yes, that is definitely one thing. I think some behind-the-scenes stuff would be nice to see along with early access to the videos. I do sometimes like to see how things are formed. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm thinking about how exactly, like, how effects are composed and everything, and what I would effectively be doing is creating things. I would effectively be making tutorials about how I make my art. That would really be the best way, because it would be, I don't have, you know, like skill with a pen, you know, to make something amazing. I'm like, no, here's a bunch of like technical controls with numbers associated with them. Let's go ahead and like, if you take these technical controls and you put in these numbers in this capacity, this is what you'll get out of it. That's the type of art that I do. So I would imagine that most people follow streamers and content creators because they enjoy the CCs personally. So I think that missing out on more entertainment content is more of an incentive to subscribe to a Patreon, so you get more of what you're there for. This is definitely a sensible statement, and I appreciate it too. I never understood Patreon either. If I had to guess, entertainment might be better for attracting more, but for me, I would support regardless, so I'm a bit biased once I get a better raise from my job. Oh, don't feel pressured into anything, Basilisk. Man, they really like that spacious bathroom, man. Should we make another one on the next level up? So, wait a minute, can I go... Let's go one level up. We're not? There was a button to, like, duplicate the floor below. Here we go. Okay. Duplicate the floor below. No? Nothing? God damn it, you. Can we maybe get what I want here? Please? Please? Duplicate the left floor below. Ah! There we go, I did it. Beautiful. The ginormous office building that will eat people and spit them out. It grows. It grows. The massive bathroom. They're just wandering around. They're getting lost in a long, empty hallway. It says something about the quality of workers I have to deal with. Not pressured, just something I was thinking of doing for a bit now. You're very kind. Even for the thought, you're very kind. Okay, so. Oh my god, I just duplicated the entire thing outright. With all of the chairs. The chairs, bro. The chairs. Tutorials might actually be good for you since you're already a sort of tutorial creator. That is an option if you want to spin your Patreon that direction. I like, it's not even a situation of like what direction to spin it in. I think it's more of a question of like, I don't know what I'm doing with Patreon. And I've never, like, I went out and I made a Patreon because other people were doing it, and I was like, I've got to figure out how to supplement my income after like everything got upset, you know, like the move away from the Yogscast and all of that stuff. I was like, everybody else is doing this, I guess I'll do the same thing, and I never had a plan for it. But yeah, I guess it does make sense. Let's make more office stuff here. We will make all right, cool. With that done, what we are going to do is we're going to furnish this place now. Tutorials are honestly a good idea. It would be interesting, I think, too, if they were formatted differently than your normal content, more casual or something. Something that would make the patrons feel like they're getting something special or different. Oh, man. Don't know if I got the capacity to do that. I'm so goddamn formal. I mean, you make a really good point, but I'm so formal. Okay, so now... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Okay. Changing this to office space removed the door. That's what happened. Like, I was looking and I was like, there should be a door right here. Why is there no door? Don't tell me people have been wandering around the bathroom because they're trapped. No, they actually have a door. Sure you are, Strife. Sure. Maybe just less edited then, or something that might be less work for you. I don't know. I mean, I'm appreciative of the feedback. I'm appreciative of the ideas. It's valuable for me to know these things. Basically, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an interesting inside baseball type thing, because I guess in a certain capacity I treat my stream here as behind the scenes to a certain degree, because I'm willing to more freely talk about stuff. God, that's annoying. I have a plastic mat underneath me so that I can roll around better, and it likes to move, and it is right in the proper location where I'm almost off of my off of that plastic mat, and it's driving me nuts. Hello, Mal. Oh my god. Golly. Mal, how are you doing? Greetings and welcome. Welcome. Okay, you are too loud. I am turning you down a bit. There we go, much better. How are you doing, Mal? Raiders, greetings and welcome. Welcome and greetings. How are you all doing? Well, I hope. There we go. Whoop, did not mean to tap that microphone. Excuse me. Happy 4 Beers Day. It is past midnight for me, but I'm still holding true that it is 4 Beers Day. Happy 4th of Beers. You could always do an AMA. That is true. I could always do an AMA. Will is torturing office workers as usual. Yes, I have found like this mini little, like, this isn't even an alpha build. This is a proof of concept build from a one-person developer, and this is a proof of concept from a solo developer who is oops. Get rid of that. This is a proof of concept from a solo developer, and it is called Metropolis 1998. So, like, interesting, to say the least, in my case anyway. You know, it's free to actually slap these freaking desks in, and nobody seems to care about whether or not they have seating, so you know what? The hellscape grows. Nobody in this office has a chair. They're all standing all day long. And there's no gargantuan master bathroom in this this section of the office either, okay? You gotta pack them in tight, man. You gotta pack them in tight, because otherwise they start to think like they're something more than office drones, okay? This is important. Oh my god, Basilisk just redeemed change flag. Standing desks are healthier anyway. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here with that sensible shit. We're here to ruin office workers' lives. Because God knows if I'm not making people miserable whenever they work in my office, it means that I'm not being a proper manager. Fish boyfriend. Oh, you're actually in luck in that regard. You're in luck because the fish boyfriend never came down. If you actually look at that flag, you can kind of see the silhouette underneath it. Sidon is up there. Sidon never went away, partially because I can never let go of fish boyfriend and, you know, making out with him, and the other part being the fact that I'm lazy. Take your pick about which one of those you want to imagine is true. And now, chat, for my next magic trick, I am going to visit the CEO's room. The lavish CEO lavatory. Yeah, there we go. That works. I'll be back. Woo! Okay, I have returned. That's pretty good. You know what I would really like to do? I would like to get something for the curtain over there. I would like to get The challenge with this curtain over the window is the fact that it's like blocking out a whole lot of light so that I can properly see my monitors. I think about this curtain over here, which is a recycled shower curtain. I got Tev to just basically sew it so that it's possible to be a curtain. What I want is not just a blackout curtain. I want a blackout curtain that's more fancy with its color or its style or design or something. Like, you never get to see the whole thing, you know? But whatever you do get to see, this tiny little slit. God, like figuring out how to put my hand on the screen. I can't do it. The tiny bit of that you get to see, I wish it was more sophisticated or interesting or blending in with this, which is a mess because I only tried to make it cohesive once, and then it's just kind of gone to the side. Oh, man. Okay, I'm being summoned to voice chat, so I'm gonna head out for the night. Bye, it was lovely to catch up. Have a good night, Shep, even though I'm certain you've checked out already. The lavatory. Oh my god. That is accurate. That is so accurate. Also, I will mark you as complete there, Basilis. Mark is complete. There we go. Nope, not yet. Have a good night, too. All right. Well, hey, it was wonderful to see you, Shep. Take care of yourself and have a good one. Have a good one. I feel that I'm going to try and get some sleep. I hope everyone has a good night. You have a good night too, Basilis. It's really weird to have a holiday right in the middle of the week. Well, it's not smack in the middle of the week, but on a Thursday, it's close enough, you know? Okay, let's go back to putting desks and terminals in here. You know what? This is bothering me. Can we move this stuff around? Looks like I can. Oh, I like the way that, like, this is making it look so much more symmetrical. This is much more pleasant. Have fun committing OSHA violations. Okay, so here's a bit of a story for you, chat. At my job, I drive a desk. Okay? Nothing particularly sophisticated about that. It's just like, yeah, you know, you work at a desk all day long. I'm gonna do something unique here. And there are various positions throughout the place where I work where it's been a more desired position because it's easier, okay? So the other day, I'm walking out of work. God, I have messed this whole place up. Is it just? It's just one term. Oh my god. I'm focusing on my storytelling, and as a result, I cannot place my cursor properly. Okay, there we go. So. I'm gonna place so many computers. I'm gonna place and delete so many freaking computers before I'm done with this. And I've got it right. Oh my god, okay. What happened? The boss deleted another 23 computers. We just bought them! Well, he said that they were misarranged. There we go. Okay, much better. That's what I wanted it to look like. Can you summon fire tornadoes yet? unfortunately, this is not like a one-to-one with SimCity, you know? All right, so anyway, back to my story. I'm at work, and I'm walking out. And over this week, I've had a moment where I'm just like, oh, wow. So many of these spaces around my workplace that were the quote-unquote easy jobs. They're just like these places where these jobs used to, like, these other positions used to work out of. They're just empty now. Oh my god. And it was just this moment where I realized, oh, all of the other easy jobs, they've been removed. They just don't exist anymore. And like, this is an example of like, oh, you know, like, you're growing up, or, you know, like, you're aging and things around you continue to change and stuff like that. I will get this shit correct at some point. I just keep doing this. So I think my problem is that I can't figure out which pattern I really want to have here. And I'm just looking around my workplace, and I'm like, oh wow. A bunch of the quote-unquote easy positions are just gone. And then I have this moment where I think about my job, and I'm like, I wonder how long before they're going to automate me away, you know? And that's not to be like, I don't tell that story to be like negative or anything like that. I tell that story to be like, oh my god, like, I wonder if this is what people felt like when they suddenly realized, you know, oh, a computer took over my position back in like the 1990s or something, you know? And I just, it's a revelation. It's a moment of clarity, you know, of like, time marches ever forward, you know? This makes sense? I hope it makes sense. Otherwise, I'm just kind of making noise without any purpose. Oh my god, chat. I think I've actually got the upstairs sorted out. Relatively speaking. As we all know, game developers do their real work on the second floor of the building. Okay? Which is why no one on the second floor actually sits down ever. They spend 8 hours a day on their feet working at, like, computers equipped with 56K modems. I imagine the invention of the printing press gave scribes the same concern. Man. The invention of the... I've never thought about how the invention of the printing press... I think about the printing press, and all I can think of is how much it improved human society, for the fact that the written word could be more further... spread much further, you know? But I never thought of it in the capacity of, like, how it would affect the jobs of people who had to just... like you said, scribes. Never thought of it like that. Oh, right. I was talking about, like, I was talking about Patreon stuff, wasn't I? All right, I don't know how many computers I put in this place, but I'm just gonna call it 50 computers. Do you think, chat, that 2 little refrigerators is enough for 50 people with computers here and here? I think there is. I think it's all good. Looking pretty nice. I'd say that this is my crowning achievement in life, right here. I love it. Nobody's come to work today, though. The hell is it, the weekend or something? Or do we not have enough people sleeping or living in our town yet? Well, you know what the solution to that is, right? I could just, like, build an entire, I could build by hand an entire... whatchamacallit? Ooh, hey, that lines up perfect. I could build by hand an entire apartment block, but instead, what I shall do is I will just use the pre-made apartment block. Because why not? Shit, man. Why not? I misplaced an apartment block and now it's not gonna go away. I can't move it anymore. Shit. I have to delete the single parking spot. Delete a unit from the game. Demolish an entire property building. Okay, here we go. There we go. Did it. House. There we go. I placed the proper apartment block right in perfect line for where it's supposed to be. Every time technology changes, there are jobs that become obsolete while creating new jobs in others. This is true. Doesn't change the anxiety that I have about whether or not those every time it's different, and I worry whether or not things are changing to be different in a good way or a bad way, you know? Well, this has been an unexpectedly pleasant experience here. We're moving tons of people in. We're getting a lot of things done. Oh. Change is just generally stressful. Man, I can hear the cats going fucking wild out there. They are just going freaking ham. All right. Chat. How are you doing? Not to be confused with chat. Oh my god, I can actually fit some smaller apartment blocks in here. Beautiful! Dude! Dude, that's perfect. Oh, that's beauty within itself. Meanwhile, nobody is frequenting the coffee shop or the drip. So, chat, as I was saying previously, like the inside baseball stuff, you know what this suddenly makes me want to play? Lethis, Path of Progress. Been an age since I started that game up. Anyways, I was talking about inside baseball in regards to like what I wanted to do with videos and whatnot. So this is the general idea, okay? Did everyone die? I mean, that is a non-zero possibility. There's only one gas station in the whole freaking town, too. I think a surprising number of our residents are commuters. So my intention with the Patreon stuff is that, like, or not with the Patreon, but with the current video project that I'm working on, is that I've basically finished the primary video that I'm going to put out, which is like, God, it's like 20 minutes long. It's a video guide. It's insane. I don't know how well it'll do because it's a guide, and guides are very dependent. Guides are not something that like you tune in to watch as an entertainment thing. Like, guides are something where it's like, oh, I hope the algorithm decides to point people towards my guide. You know, that's the way that it works. So like what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna take the exact same guide material and I'm gonna break up each individual section of it. Oops. I'm gonna break up each individual section of it into a short for YouTube. But I don't want to just like re-edit the existing video that I put together. So I'm like, you know, with a little bit of modification, I could turn this into, you know, a series of shorts where it was specifically put together to look like to work as a short instead of looking like a re-edited, you know, like taking a video that's shaped like this and then just not even rotating it on its side, but just like cropping out the middle of it, you know? I don't want to do that. Can you make a fucked up massive city building? No, I think the way that building works in this game, if I like, there we go. If I shut off all of the like see-through parts, there we go. Everything has to make a certain amount of sense. So it's, you know, like, oh, like it's going wall on top of wall on top of wall. You can't have like weird overhangs and stuff. Most of these buildings are built out of the existing structure map, so there you go. What a fascinating like, I like what they're doing with this game. I like what the developer is doing with this game, okay? And like, I very much so enjoy the fact that like we can do this cutaway wall thing. I like how there are multiple like floors that you can look at. And this building right here, for instance, this is like, it's apartments on the top, and then the third floor. But then you go down to the second floor, and it's like, it's a commercial area with like a soft drink station and whatnot. And then you go down to the bottom, and it's a grocery store and whatnot. So like, it's possible for you to like, because of the granular detail that this game allows you, it's possible to like manually build a tower that satisfies 3 or 4 different like industry demands. So you can't designate sections of building for residents and another for work or commerce. Oh, ironic for you to say that, because this building right here is exactly that. The bottom is a grocery store. The second store is like a fast food restaurant. Then you have apartments and apartments. So it's possible for you to get that level of detail, it would appear. I don't know how exactly you would go about doing that manually, but there is a pre-existing build here that allows that to be the case. So that informs to me that you can get really, really detailed on what you can do with your buildings here. And again, like what I've been playing here, it is not a it's technically not a game, it's a proof of concept. This isn't meant to be operational yet. For instance, a lot of these NPC, like you can select an NPC and you can follow them around the entirety of the map. You can just watch what they do. They will have an entire schedule, and that's what the developer is talking about, that everything that you can do here is intended to like be super granular, to follow it moment to moment to moment. It is possible for you to do that. So I'm fascinated by this. I really like the idea behind it, but at the same time, there's not much going on yet. This is more a, hey, a lot of the groundwork has been laid and I haven't finished it yet. And I really look forward to seeing where this goes. I don't know how much of this I'll be able to really enjoy, because of like, there's a such thing as too much granular detail, and the question will come down to how much of this game you can play just kind of casually playing it as a city builder versus playing it as like an immersive, oh, I'm going to like build all of the bits and pieces of my city type of experience, you know? So I don't know how it'll work, but I am loving what I have seen so far. Most notably, of course, out of everything, is the fact that the art is great. The art is just so good. All right, chat. I will be right back. Hang on a moment. All right, chat. It is, once again, the 4th of beer. So I now have my last brew for the night. This is number 4. And I typically don't drink this much beer in a day. This is really over the top for me, in all honesty. So go ahead and pop this thing open. I am a much bigger fan of having a really heavy, hard-hitting drink. The beer of July. Yeah, there you go. The whole shtick is that I'm enjoying 4 completely different alcoholic beverages, low in percentage, relatively speaking, and yeah. Now, you only have yourself to blame. Yes, I do only have myself to blame. So you know what? Here we go. That, my friends, like technically I opened them all on stream, and that means that I'm successful. Even if I didn't finish it on stream. So there we go. Chat, you guys have watched a pretty decent amount of Metropolis 1998. I'm interested in what we have what the developer is making here. Supposedly, like the actual early access is supposed to happen between the last quarter of 2024 through the midway point of 2025. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and give it a look-see on your own. All of the music that you've been listening to today tonight has been like music from the SimCity series, because there's no music in the game yet. Just let you know that out front. Oh, excuse me. But I have been going for about 3 hours. I've been talking a whole lot. I can tell that I need to give my voice a break and everything. You guys have been a wonderful and a lovely audience. I hope that you had a wonderful Independence Day if you are an American, you know. Again, I want to make an abundantly clear thing about the game that I played. It's technically not a game right now. It is just a proof of concept. What I was playing doesn't really have any mechanics. It's just like, yeah, do whatever you want, trying to get things to operate correctly. It exists. It's a pre-alpha build expressly for the purpose of like, hey, give me some feedback about things that aren't working properly type stuff. So anyways, chat, the next time that you see me, it will be at 12 noon US Central Time this Saturday for more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because that is the next game that is the game that I'm still working on. I have now learned that I am on, like, I've taken the time to figure it out. I'm on chapter 11 in Rebirth. And there are 14 chapters to the game. So I'm not that far away from finishing it. And moreover, I think I'm actually at the end of like the open world component of the game. Like I'm at the last open world area. So it probably won't be lasting a whole lot longer. I'm ready for Final Fantasy VII to be done, and we can move on to other games. But hopefully you guys enjoyed yourself today or tonight with this wonderful experience with a little indie program that's just a proof of concept. And if nothing else, have a good night's sleep, you know? We will see. We will see what happens to Aerith. Squid, greetings and welcome. Did you just show up? Please don't tell me you just showed up. What timing if that's the case? No, I came over with Mal. Okay, cool. Okay, so, chat, enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, Mal, you're still here. I'm amazed. I am flat out amazed. Will, you are deep in your cups. I don't feel it. I don't feel it at all. I am the land. I am eternal. I am the Batman. Okay, chat. You've been a wonderful and a lovely audience. I hope to see you Saturday. Until then, take care of yourselves. Stay happy, and try to stay cool. And if you have to go back to work tomorrow, stay sane.